Hi, welcome to Gearwire. We're taking a look at the Electro-Harmonix Deluxe Memory Man. It's like the original Memory Man, but it has a modulation stage built into it as well for a few more options. Let's take a look inside the box. Alright, we have the standard literature that comes with Electro-Harmonix. Let's start with the catalog. Of course, they have a large array of products spanning from pedals to microphones to amplifiers. Not sure what that is. We've got the Electro-Harmonix sticker. Always nice. This is mail-in for warranty information. And the all-important instructions. Standard one sheet, you get this with just about every Electro-Harmonix pedal. Just two-sided. This has all the information that you need to run the pedal. Alright, let's take this out of the box. Got the adapter. Okay. Hi, welcome to Gearwire.com. We're taking a look at the Electro-Harmonix Wiggler. It's a tremolo pedal, also has a chorus mode in it, and it's run by two tubes, which is pretty nice. Let's take a look at the pedal. Alright, we got a nice little sticker. Electro-Harmonix, this looks like a catalog. Yep, this has all of their effects pedals and accessories. And short but sweet instructions. Just a two-sided sheet. And registration card. It's important, I would say, especially for a pedal that has tubes in it. Alright, nicely wrapped. Alright, comes with an adapter. This is a special adapter, I happen to know. Made particularly for the Wiggler. This is actually not an AC to DC adapter, it's an AC to AC transformer. As you can see, the output is 12 volts AC, 1000 milliamps, and it has this proprietary connector. Alright, let's unwrap this pedal. Right under this black. Hi, welcome to Gearwire.com. We're taking a look at the Ibanez TS9 Tube Screamer, sort of a lighter distortion pedal, which was actually popularized because it was used by Stevie Ray Vaughan. Let's take a look at the pedal. Alright, inside we have sort of a pamphlet with different Ibanez artists listed on it, different paragraphs written on why they're using the Ibanez products, and of course the all-important instruction manual. It's a fold-out, and specifications, features, different setups that you can use, and also how to install the battery. So let's take a look at that on the pedal. Hi, welcome to Gearwire.com. We're taking a look at the Ibanez TS808 Tube Screamer. It's a pretty popular pedal. It's actually a reissue of the original Tube Screamer. So let's take a look at what's in the box. Got the instruction manual. It's a fold-out. Side, we've got basic setup, how to change battery, all stuff like that. Alright, we get an adapter cable. This allows you to use just about any AC adapter with voltage around 300 milliamps. The plug into the back, this is the type of plug that you would use. Alright, take a look at the pedal. Standard stuff. Hi, welcome to Gearwire.com. We're taking a look at the Moog analog delay pedal today. Let's see what's in the box. Alright, it's packed pretty nicely. Styrofoam. Got a AC adapter. And here's the pedal. Also We have, let's see, this is a reply, or a business reply for the warranty information, and we also have the manual. Definitely some very good manuals from this company. You can learn stuff about electronic music in general from just reading these, not just about the pedals themselves, but also they do describe what you can do with the pedal fairly nicely. Alright, let's get the pedal out of the bag. Alright. Hi, welcome to Gearwire. We're taking a look at the 12-stage phaser. It's a Mooger Fooger from Moog Music. So let's take a look at what's inside the box. It's a fairly large pedal, comes in a big box, packed away pretty nicely. Alright, we got an adapter. Pedal itself. And manual. I'll get this out of the way. Alright, the manual is a fairly large manual. It's a pretty well written manual, and it is pretty easy to read, got a lot of information in it. Actually a very helpful sort of thing for anyone to read, even if they're not using this pedal. It has a lot of good information about that. Moog always puts helpful information in their manuals. Let's take a look at the pedal. Hi, welcome to Gearwire. We're taking a look at the MXR Dynacomp. Let's see what's in the box. Alright, here's the DC brick. It's an advertisement. You can power a good amount of pedals with that instead of batteries. Here we have an MXR catalog. And inside we can see a whole bunch of their pedals. They make a lot of pedals. Here is the business reply. Postage paid. Send this in for the warranty. Register your product. Crybaby. This is a catalog for the Crybaby wah pedals that you get with this. We didn't get a manual, so I printed something out from a website with just all the instructions on there. That's about all you get with the Dynacomp anyway. Just a quick description of the pedal directions and the controls. Alright, so let's take a look at the pedal. Alright, with all these... Hi, welcome to Gearwire.com. We're taking a look at the MXR Phase 90 EVH. That's the standard Phase 90, but it's an Eddie Van Halen signature edition. It just has an extra setting. So let's take a look at the pedal. As you can see, we got the Eddie Van Halen design all over the box and also all over the pedal. Here's the instruction manual. Let's take a look inside. Alright, just basic instructions on different settings and how to power it. You also get the registration card that you send off to Dunlop for your warranty. Here is an MXR catalog. Of course, the first one on there is the EVH, and then we have all the other pedals that MXR carries, along with the DC brick, which is a pedal power. We have an additional advertisement for that here. And then a Crybaby catalog, just all the different Crybaby wah pedals that Dunlop makes, all in one catalog. Let's take a look at the pedal. Of course, it's got that Eddie Van Halen signature design on it.